So in the town of Duck, what we'll be doing this summer is doing the first maintenance event of a project that was initially constructed back in 2017. The project's about 1.5 miles long. It goes from the northern boundary of the field research facility up to about Skimmer Way. So the original design was all done back in 2013, 2014, and it was really geared towards evaluating where structures within the town of Duck were vulnerable to a certain design storm. And what that study showed us was that 1.5 mile section of Duck just north of the field research facility was that most vulnerable portion of the project that wasn't maintaining sort of a reasonable level of storm damage reduction. And so that's how we started focusing in on that particular project. And in that first project, typically you're building a dune and a berm that's the size enough to provide a reasonable level of protection for some design storm, but you're also placing additional sacrificial sand out there in front of that design because you don't want just that level of protection on day one, you want that level of protection all the time. So we're placing extra sand out there in front of the design to last a certain period of time. And by optimizing that point in time economically, a 5-year maintenance cycle is what we had settled in on. And now it's time to put that sacrificial sand back on the beach, and that's basically what's going to happen. Contractor believes that construction of the overall project will start sometime in mid-May, but the Town of Duck project right now is stacked up to be the last of the 4 towns to be constructed. And we're anticipating a late July through maybe early September is the time period we believe the Town of Duck project will be constructed. In the next couple of months, we're scheduling some public comment meetings. We'll probably hold those with the contractor at each of the individual towns. The project will look very similar to what we saw in 2017. One difference for the Town of Duck this time is that the initial construction done in 2017 had a lot of construction of those dunes that you see in place now. The maintenance events, if you will, that'll be done this summer will really only focus on building that flat, dry sand beach out further. It won't include any pushing sand up into the dunes. So that's one difference in what it will look like. But primarily, the project will be constructed with a series of hopper dredges. That borrow site is down off of the town of Kildouble Hills in about 60 feet of water. But those dredges will go to the site, they'll fill their hopper up with sand, they'll bring those in close to shore, and they'll pump that through a submerged pipeline to the beach. That sand will be mixed with water, spread out onto the beach. The water drains back into the ocean, and the bulldozers will shape that sand into the dry sand platform that's been designed for the project.